Rolling loads. Rolling loads means, suppose if you have a bridge. Suppose if you have a bridge like this, resting on two supports, okay, a simply supported bridge. A vehicle is moving like this. Okay. So as vehicle is moving, at any section, a shear force or bending moment will vary. Okay. Suppose at a given section, shear force changes as load is moving from left to right. So for what position the beam gets maximum shear force, and for what position of loads at a given section the beam gets maximum bending moment, all these things we can find by using this ILD principles. Okay, so this can be idealized as like this. This is the simply supported beam. Two point loads are moving from left to right with some spacing of something, some a distance. Okay, suppose this is P1 load, this is P2 load. These two loads are moving from left to right. So moving or rolling. Okay, so these moving loads, because of these moving loads, how reaction changes, how shear force changes, how bending moment changes at a given sections. Okay, so we can easily work out by using ILD principles. Okay. Okay, now we'll see one by one. Suppose this is simply supported beam of span 10 meters. Let us take only single load first. $30 kilonewtons load is moving from left to right. Okay, A, B. Find the maximum reaction RA. Okay, this is the question. Okay, so for this, first we need to draw ILD for RA. Okay, ILD for RA 10 meters. So maximum reaction we need to find. So for getting maximum reaction, so where to keep this load 30 kilonewtons? So if you keep the load at B end, 30 into that B at B end, it is 0 ordinate. So it is actually 1 unit ordinate. So to get maximum reaction, wherever you are getting maximum ordinate, at that location you need to put that load. That means 30 kilonewtons we need to put here at A, because ordinate is maximum at A only for RA. That's why we need to keep 30 kilonewtons at left end. So maximum RA equal to 30 into 1, that equal to 30 kilonewtons. Similarly, suppose find maximum RB. Maximum RB. So for that, we can draw ILD for RB. It is like this. ILD for RB. And load position must be like this. On simply supported beam. The 30 kilonewtons load you need to keep at maximum ordinate to get maximum reaction. So load should be at right end. So now maximum RB equal to 30 into 1, that equal to 30 kilonewtons. Similarly, one more question I will ask you. Find magnitude of maximum shear force at 3 meters from A. 3 meters from A. So I am asking you only magnitude. I don't want that sign minus or plus. So for that, at 3 meters from A, what is the ILD for shear force? That is important. Okay, that we need to draw first. That is like this. At 3 meters. Okay. So this is 3 meters, this is 7 meters. Obviously, this is 0.3, negative here, this is 0.7, positive here. Okay. So what is the maximum ordinate? Maximum ordinate is here. See, negative ordinate maximum is 0.3, positive ordinate maximum is 0.7. So we need to keep load at maximum ordinate. So just right side of that section, okay, put that 30 kilonewtons at just right of the section. So this is 3 meters, this is 7 meters. So maximum shear force is 30 into 0.7, that equal to 21 kilonewtons is the maximum shear force. Okay. Similarly, find the maximum bending moment at 4 meters from A. So for that, we need to draw ILD. ILD is like this. At 4 meters means this is 4 meters, this is 6 meters. Here 4 into 6 by L, that is AB by L. So 4 into 6 by 10, that equal to 0.24. So to get maximum bending moment, load position must be at a maximum ordinate.
2.4.
Yeah, here it is 2.4. Okay, that is 2.4. Okay, So you need to keep that load, that 30 kilonewtons load at a maximum ordinate to get maximum bending moment at a required location. That required location is 4 meters from A. Okay, that is 30 kilonewtons. So now maximum bending moment developed at 4 meters from A equal to 30 into 2.4, that equal to 72 kilonewton meters, like that. Similarly, find the absolute maximum bending moment in the beam. See, only we have single load. Obviously, absolute maximum bending moment will develop at the center of the beam only for single load, single point load. So only single point load is there. That means here we can guess easily. That should be at a middle only. Single load is there means. Multiple loads are there means what to do we'll see later. Here it is 5 meters, because at center only you will get absolute maximum bending moment, that is 5 into 5 by 10, that equal to 2.5. So load we need to keep at the center of the beam. Center of the beam, 30 kilonewtons. So absolute maximum bending moment equal to 30 into 2.5, that equal to 75 kilonewton meter. So as load is moving from one end to other end, how the things, that is shear forces, bending moments, reactions, how those things changes, we can analyze very easily by using these ILD principles. We will see one more problem like this. Four meters, 2 meters. $20 kilonewtons load is moving. Okay. Okay. A, B, C. Find maximum RA. So immediately just draw ILD for that. So positive, negative, this is 1, this is 0.5 negative. Okay, 4 meters, 2 meters. So now maximum RA equal to 20 into 1, that equal to 20 kilonewtons. So minimum RA minus 10. Okay, minimum also you can find if you want. Minimum RA equal to 20 into minus 0.5, that equal to minus 10. Minus means the reaction will be in downward direction. The beam tries to lift up, so obviously reaction will be in downward direction. So similarly, find maximum RB. Okay, find maximum RB. So draw ILD for RB. So at B it is 1 unit. 4 meters. This is 2 meters. So it is 6 by 4. That is 1.5, right? Here 1.5 at the end. Okay. So obviously maximum ordinate is 1.5. So maximum RB equal to 20 into 1.5, that equal to 30 kilonewtons. Okay, 20 into 1.5. Maximum RB is 30 kilonewtons. Similarly, find maximum shear force at 3 meters from A. Okay, maximum is here absolute maximum. Okay, sorry, my meaning of that maximum shear force means don't consider sign. Don't consider sign. Okay. So magnitude wise, we need to want maximum shear force, magnitude wise. So for that, draw ILD first. At 3 meters means it is like this, negative. It is 3 means 0.75. It is 0.25 positive. This is again negative. So 1 meter 0.25 means 2 meters 0.5 here. Okay. So this is 3 meters, 1 meter, 2 meter. So maximum shear force, I am not considering sign, equal to load is 20 kilonewtons. Maximum ordinate anywhere on the beam is only 0.75. It's increasing from A to B, of course, in negative direction. In negative manner, it is increasing from 0 to 0.75 and suddenly changes to 0.25 and it is decreasing to 0 and increasing to minus 0.5. So maximum magnitude maximum is 0.75. So 20 into 0.75, that equal to 15 kilonewtons is the maximum shear force comes at that section due to moving load. When load occupies at just 3 meters from A, obviously it gets 15 kilonewtons. That is the maximum shear force. Similarly, find maximum bending moment at 3 meters from A. Okay. For that ILD. So here ordinate, this is 3 meters, this is 1 meter. So here 3 into 1 by 4, that equal to 0.75. For 1 meter 0.75 means for 2 meters it is 1.5 because of similar triangles. This is negative, this is positive. So here also don't consider sign. Okay. So now maximum bending moment is maximum ordinate. See, the ordinate is changing from 0 to 0.75 and 0.75 to 0 and 0 to minus 1.5. So we need magnitude maximum, that is 1.5. So maximum bending moment comes whenever load occupies at end C, that is 20 into 1.5, that equal to 30 kilonewton meters. That means we need to keep the point load at end C, then only you'll get maximum bending moment. Okay, is it okay or something wrong? 3 into 1 by 4, 20 into, why something wrong? What is that? 3 meters, 3 into 1 AB by L, 0.75, 1.5. Okay. So like this, maximum bending moment at 3 meters is 30 kilonewton meter. Whenever load occupies at C, it occurs. So we need to understand this. Find absolute positive bending moment. Okay. Now for that, I will draw ILD. Two meters, 2 meters. This also 2 meters. Here 2 into 2 by AB by L, 4, that equal to 1. That means this also 1, positive, negative. So 20 into 1. Absolute maximum positive bending moment equal to 20 into 1. That equal to 20 kilonewton meter. Similarly, find absolute negative bending moment. So it occurs at B end. Okay. So obviously at B, bending moment means it will be like this. ILD for bending moment at B is like this. Two meters, 4 meters, rotation 1 radian here. So here 2, negative. So absolute maximum negative bending moment equal to 20 into 2. That equal to 40 kilonewton meters. That is negative. Okay, hogging moment. So find maximum RA. 20 kilonewtons is trailing load, 30 kilonewtons is moving load or leading load. The gap between these two loads is 2 meters. The span of the simply supported beam is 10 meters. Find maximum RA. So for that, first we need to draw ILD for RA. Okay. This is ILD. So loading positions also I will draw. Simply supported beam. So see, it is decreasing from 1 to 0. Obviously, so loads we need to keep like this. 20 and 30 kilonewtons. Okay, this is 2 meters gap here. Here it must be 8 meters. That means here at 2 meters. So this is 8 meters. This is 2 meters. So here it is 0.8. Okay. So now maximum RA equal to 20 into 1 plus 30 into 0.8. So 20 plus 24, that is 44 kilonewtons. Okay. Order is important. Front is 30 only. Similarly, find maximum RB. Find maximum RB. Draw ILD for RB. And draw loading position. So loading, if you keep 30 here and 20 here, okay, this is 2 meter, this is 8 meter. So obviously here it is 0.8, here 1. So maximum RB equal to 20 into 0.8 plus 30 into 1, that equal to 16 plus 30, 46 kilonewtons. 46 kilonewtons is the maximum RB. Similarly, find maximum positive shear force at 3 meters from A. Maximum positive shear force. Okay, 3 meters at A. So for that, we'll draw ILD. Okay, negative, positive. The ordinates are like this: 3 meters, so 0.3, 7 meters, so 0.7. Okay. No, maximum positive is asking. So load position must be like this. Here 20 and here 30. So maximum positive starts from 0.7 and ends with 0. So at 0.7 we need to keep 20. That means here 3 meters. This is 2 meters. Remaining this is 5 meters. Okay. So ordinate here is at 2 meters. Here it is at 7 meters. 0.7 means at 5 meters from right end. It is 0.5. Okay. That means this is 2 meters. This is 5 meters. Okay. So 0.5. So maximum positive shear force equal to 20 into 0.7 plus 30 into 0.5, which is equal to 14 and 15, 29, right? 29 kilonewtons. Similarly, find maximum negative shear force at 3 meters from A. So same ILD, right? ILD same. Here it is 0.3, 0.7 positive negative. So load position must be like this. To get maximum negative, one we need to keep here and another is we need to keep here. 30 kilonewtons right side, 20 kilonewtons left side, 1 meter, 2 meter, this is 7 meter. So at 1 meter here, the ordinate is here 0.1 because at 3 meters 0.3 means at 1 meter 0.1. Okay. So maximum negative shear force equal to 30 into 0.3 plus 20 into 0.1. Okay. 30 into 0.3 9, 20 into 0.12 11 kilonewtons. That is negative. Okay, negative 11. So negative shear force is 11 kilonewtons. Clear? Okay. Now for the same loading, I will draw once again that loading. Okay, beam and all. Suppose you have 3 loads are moving here. Ten, 12, 7 kilonewtons are moving left to right. Okay. So reactions, shear force same as usual, but bending moment, some little logic is there here. Just observe here. Question is like this. Find maximum bending moment at 4 meters from A. Okay, 4 meters from A. Of course, you can draw ILD very easily. That is like this. Okay. This ordinate is, see, it is 4 meters. This is 6 meters. 4 into 6 by 10, 2.4. So, trial and error, actually we need to check everything. That means to get maximum, we'll have 3 cases here. One is, I will show you. First, keep that 7 kilonewtons here. 7. Then actually it is 4 meters, right? 4 meters means then here 12, then here 10. Okay, that means 1 meter, 2 meter, 1 meter, then 6 meters. Okay, like this. This is one loading condition. Another loading condition I will show you. Put this 12 here. That means 7, 1 meter right side. 10 like this. That means here 2 meters gap, then 2 meters, then 1 meter, then 5 meters. This is another loading condition. Then I will show you another loading, one more loading condition. That is, put 10 here, then after 2 meters 12, then after 1 meter 7. That is, this is 4 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter, 3 meter. Okay, like this. So for which loading condition we get maximum bending moment at a 4 meter, we will see. So every time no need to calculate here. One simple logic is there. Very simple logic, that just see here. Form a table like this. Crossing load, average load on left side, average load on right side. Suppose that 7 kilonewton is just crossing the required section. Required section is 4 meters from A. The required section is this one. Okay, 4 meters. Okay, this is 4 meters. That is the right side 6 meters. Just require the section is crossed. Just 7 kilonewtons is crossing. What happens? We'll see. Just 7 kilonewtons crossed. Left side total load is 10 plus 12. Average loading means load divided by span equal to how much? Right side load is 7 just crossed, 7 by 6. How much? 10 plus 12 by 4, how much? 22 by 4. That is 5.5. 7 by 6, 1 point?
167.
1.67.
167.
1.17. Okay. See, average load on left side is more, right side is less. Then 12 kilonewtons crosses the section. What happens? Left side only 10 will be there. 10 by 4, that equal to 2.5. Right side 12 plus 7, 19 will be there. By 6, how much? How much?
3.167.
3.17.
Okay. See here, I mean, in first case, left side average load is more. After passing 12 kilonewtons, right side average load is more. That means 12 is deciding. So we need to keep 12 kilonewtons at the required section. So that means this loading position is correct. Okay. Second loading position is correct. So whenever 12 kilonewtons is passing, the scenario is changing. So right here, when 12 kilonewtons is crosses the section, is when it is crossing the section, average load on right side is more than left side. Hence, 12 kilonewtons should be kept at the section. So 12 kilonewtons is deciding load. That means that is changing the scenario. If 12 is not crossing means average load on left side is more. Whenever the 12 crosses, then average load on right side is becoming more. So that is the correct one. So accordingly, we can find this one. Okay, that means I'll show you here. This height is 2.4. So we need to keep that 12 kilonewtons here. Just 1 meter right side 7 kilonewtons. Here ordinate actually this is 1 meter and remaining this is how much? So 5 meters, right? So here this will be 5 by 6 of 2.4, right? And because it is 1 meter, okay? Then here 2 meters left. 2 meters left. Here the load is 10 kilonewtons. See, this is 2 and 2. Obviously, here it is height will be half of 2.4, that is 1.2. Okay, this is how much? 2.0, right? Okay. So for this maximum bending moment at 4 meters from A equal to 10 into 1.2 plus 12 into 2.4 plus 7 into 2, which is equal to how much? Hmm.
54.8.
54.8 kilonewton meter is the maximum bending moment at 4 meters from A. So we need to do like this: average loading on left side, average loading on right side, which whenever that load crosses, which load crosses and all, we need to estimate properly. Whenever that load crosses, correct load crosses means the scenario changes. The load which changes the scenario is the correct load of crossing. So we need to keep that load at that section, and the remaining loads, that's that right side load and left side load, we can keep accordingly according to the given distances, and find ordinates, multiply finally the ordinates and loads and add, then you will get correct maximum bending moment. So 54.8 kilonewton meter is the maximum bending moment. Suppose, see this 10 meters beam, simply supported beam. Same loading I will take as previous, 10, 12, 7. Kilonewtons, 2 meters and 1 meter. Moving, okay. This 10 meter span. Find absolute maximum bending moment. So for this kind of loading positions, what is the absolute maximum bending moment? So here, very clear idea we need to develop. So one process is there. Okay, the process, try to understand the process, very simple. No doubt here, absolute maximum, you may not get at the center of the beam, but little away from center of the beam. The position we need to identify first. So where we get absolute maximum bending moment, the position. Identification of that position is very important. After identifying that position, just by drawing the ILD and applying those techniques, we can find absolute maximum. So first step is here, step one. Step one, find centroid of the loads. Centroid of loads. Okay, that means resultant where it acts. Centroid. See, very simple here. 10 into 0 plus 12 into 2 plus 7 into 3 divided by 10 plus 12 plus 7. This is the centroid. Something x bar. 24, 21, 45, I think, by 29, right? 1.552. 1.552 meters, right? That is the centroid. Okay, that means centroid means here. Again, I will draw here in exaggerated manner. I will draw. Ten, 12, 7, 1.552 somewhere here. That means this is the resultant. Resultant. This is 1.552. So this is 2 meters, means 2 minus this is 2 minus 1.552, 0.448. This is anyway 1 meter. So resultant or we need to find centroid of the loads. Okay. Next, step 2. Identify the point. Identify the midpoint between R and nearest maximum load. See here, nearest maximum load is 12. So we need to identify that point. I will mark again and I will show you that point. Ten, 12, 7, R, the midpoint. Midpoint is this one. Okay, between this. That means here this distance is like this. 0.448 by 2. That is 0.224. This also 0.224. This one 1.552. That means that midpoint is, how much is this? 1.552 plus 0.224. 1.776 from 10 kilonewtons. Okay. So let us assume this midpoint is M point. Okay. That M point we need to keep at exactly center of the beam. Center of the beam is where? 5 meters from A. Okay. That means I will show you that also. So step 3. This process is very important. Try to understand. Keep the point M at center of the beam. At center of the beam. That means, see, M is at, that means M is at 5 meters from A, right? So center means 5 meters, M must be 5 meters from A. M is 5 meters from A means 10 kilonewtons must be, is at 5 minus 1.776. That equal to 5 minus 1.776. That is 3.224 meters from A. So the loading position, I mean, so this is step 4, step 3. Step 4, so where you will get maximum bending moment means maximum bending moment occurs at occurs under the nearest maximum load to R. So nearest maximum load to R is 12 kilonewtons. That is, it occurs under 12 kilonewtons. That means I will show you the correct loading position. First I will show you correct loading position. See, 10 kilonewtons should be at 3.224. Somewhere here. This distance is 3.224. Then 12. 12 is obviously 2 meters from 10 kilonewtons, right? 2 meters. Then 7. This is 1 meter. So remaining how much? 10 minus 2 plus 1, 3 minus 3.224. It is 3.776 here. So obviously we get maximum bending moment under 12 kilonewtons here. That is, okay, I will draw that ILD. Okay. This ordinate. See, left side it is 5.224. Right side it is 4.776. So ordinate here you can work out. This is 5.224 AB by L into 4.776 by 10. It is 2.495. 2.495. So accordingly, you can work out here 2.495 into 3.224 by 5.224. Okay, 2.495 into 3.224 divided by 5.224. This is the ordinate 1.540. 5397 means 540. Similarly, ordinate here is, this ordinate is 2.495 into 3.776 divided by 4.776. So similar triangles, okay? 1.973. So now finally we can get maximum bending moment, absolute maximum bending moment. Absolute maximum bending moment equal to 10 into 1.540 plus 12 into 2.495 plus 7 into 1.973 equal to 10 into 1.54 plus 12 into 2.495 plus 7 into 1.973. 59.151 kilonewton meter. You see here, previous case 54.8 only got at that section. Now we got 59.151. This is the maximum bending moment you get for this three system of loadings. Okay. See this problem. 10 meter span. Suppose here (4-meter span UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter is moving. Okay. Find maximum bending moment at 4 meters from A. So at given section, how to get maximum bending moment, we will see. Okay. First we will draw ILD for that. ILD is like this. This one ordinate, this is 4 meters, this is 6 meters. So here 2.4, right? Ordinate is 2.4. This is ILD for bending moment at 4 meters from A. So now question is where to keep the load? Where to keep the load? For that, keep the load here. Average load on left side must be equal to average load on right side. Okay. So that means so our question is here where to put the load means here suppose if you keep the load like this, left side A meters, right side B meters means, so average load A by 4 must be equal to B by 6. That is the logic here. A by 4 equal to B by 6. So average load on left side equal to average load on right side. That means A is to B equal to how much? Or A by B equal to 4 by 6. So A by B ratio must be in the ratio of 4:6. Okay. That is A is to B equal to 4:6. That is important. Okay. That means A plus B how much? A plus B how much? A plus B together it is 4 meters. So A equal to how much? B equal to how much? A equal to, okay, 4/10 of 4. That equal to 1.6 meters. B equal to 6/10 of 4. That equal to 2.4 meters. So A and B. So left side you should keep that 1.6 meters, and right side you should keep 2.4 meters. That 4 meters should be split into two parts in the ratio of 4:6. So 4 you need to split into 4:6 ratio. That means 4/10 of 4, 6/10 of 4. So then you can get very easily that. Okay, that is, again I will draw LD. And that beam also. The section is like this and loading is like this. This is 4 meters. Six meters. Here we need to keep the load like this. Left side 1.6, right side 2.4. So accordingly, we need to find ordinates here. Central ordinate we know, that is 2.4. So at 4 meters it is 2.4. So 1.6 left side means this is 1.6 means this will be 2.4, right? So this ordinate will be 2.4 multiplied by 2.4 by 4. 2.4 into
0.44.
2.5 by 4. Okay. 1.44. Similarly, here it is. See, this distance is total 6. But here it is 2.4. This is 3.6. This ordinate is 2.4 into 3.6 by 6.
1.4
into 3.6 by 6. That is 1.44. See, the ordinates at left and right both are 1.44. You will get like this. Okay. Now, you know the logic here. Area under UDL multiplied by intensity, right? This area we need to find. This area. Okay. You need to find that area. So area equal to two trapeziums, right? 1.44 plus 2.4 by 2 into width 1.6 plus 2.4 plus 1.44 by 2 into 2.4, which is equal to how much? 1.44 plus 2.4 equal to by 2 into 1.6. 3.072 plus 2.4 plus 1.44 equal to by 2 into 2.4. 4.608. 3.072 plus 4.608 equal to 7.68 is the area. So maximum bending moment at 4 meters from A equal to intensity 20.
Sir, intensity.
How much?
153.6.
153.6 kilonewton meters. That is the maximum bending moment at 4 meters from A. Of course, you can find absolute maximum bending moment also. Okay, I'll show you. Ten meters. 4 meters, 20 kilonewton per meter. Find absolute maximum bending moment. Here for this UDL, it occurs at center of the beam. See, for UDL means at center of the beam. For point loads, not like that. Okay, point loads you have seen that centroid of the loads, I mean R2 maximum load in between point midpoint M. That midpoint M should coincide with the center of the beam. That was for point loads. For UDL, simply it is center of the beam. That is like this. That means 2 meter, 2 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter. It is like this. That means here AB by L 5 into 5, 25 by 10, 2.5 here. Here it is 2.5 into, this is 2 meter, this is 3 meter. So 2.5 into 3 by 5. That is 1.5 here. 1.5 here. So absolute maximum minimum equal to, you know, area. Area you can calculate this one. This one. Okay. So now area, okay, magnitude into area. Magnitude we know that is 20 kilonewton per meter. 20 multiplied by area 2.5 plus 1.5 by 2 into 2 plus that also same 2.5 plus 1.5 by 2 into 2, that equal to 20 into 2 to gets cancelled. 2.5 plus 1.5 4 plus 4, that equal to 8 160 kilonewton meter. See, in previous at 4 meter section we got only 153.6. Now we got 160, little more than that absolute maximum. So for UDL means absolute maximum is absolute maximum occurs at the center of the beam, whereas at a given section the load should be split into the span ratios, left side span and right side span ratios. We need to split here 4:6. That 4 meters should be split into 4:6 ratio, and that 1.6 should be kept at left side and 2.4 should be kept at the right side to get the maximum bending moment at the required section. Okay. Find maximum RA. Find maximum RB. Find maximum positive shear force at 2 meters from A. Find maximum negative shear force at 2 meters from A. Find maximum bending moment at 2 meters from A. Find absolute maximum bending moment. Okay, it is moving. Okay, left to right. Left to right, it is moving. Okay, next. Moving. Find maximum RA. Find maximum RB. Find maximum positive shear force at 3 meters from A. Find maximum negative shear force at 3 meters from A. Find maximum bending moment at 3 meters from A. Find absolute maximum bending moment. Okay. సో ఇవి చేయండి సరిపోతుంది. ఓకే, ఎండ్ చేస్తున్నాను.